I'm Baba Ganoush.
I'm wearing number 37 because he was 37 years old. Right. 37 years old. So I'm looking at Brown. I'm like, oh, he on my side. I'm about to give it to him. Right? You get ready to run the post route. Run up on his toes, plant, dig, grab. Throw that shit at the grab. Flag. Defensive pass interference. 15 yards. First down. Right? Cool. Probably about 4 plays later, I run the takeoff. He grabbed. Threw a flag on the play. Defensive pass interference, 15 yards. So I'm like, damn, Frank. Like, what's that? You the dog. You the man. What's happening? You know what he said? Listen here, young fella. I'm getting you this 15 yards before I give you this 6 points. When he told me that, I'm like, you're right. I get it. Because he'll give that 15 yards and live to fight another day before he gives up that touchdown. Be on ESPN. And yeah, you know, be on top 10. What?
Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Boise State Broncos and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Hey guys, as you know, Boise State has played at Oregon before, but people love this matchup. It is so regional, it's becoming a little mini rivalry.
No.
Boise State gives Oregon one of their toughest
This
non-conference
asshole.
games of the year.
No, I do not want that shit to happen.
This one kick off here in Oregon. The fans are excited. Cannot wait to welcome in Boise State. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Ducks kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Boise State Broncos offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
And if we're just being honest, this is every offensive coordinator and quarterback's worst nightmare. You've got an offensive line with a lot of inexperienced young players, freshmen, going up against a D-line, David, with this type of talent, with this type of experience and explosiveness, they chew up O-lines and spit them out daily, and you know they're licking their chops.
Bro, it's funny how you look at it from the offensive perspective, and immediately defensively, I'm like, it's hunting season. Like, we're going hunting. And here's the thing, we're going to find those freshmen up front. Like, that's the matchups that we got to make sure we dominate. So a great defensive line against some tough matchups on this offensive side.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Dumps it to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Ducks offense takes the field for the first time in this game. One thing that has been a big point in practice, right side of the offensive line and how they can control this edge pressure. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dante Moore. Quarterback extends the play. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Sends it back in motion. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And
snags it, and he's open. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the one.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Quarterback on, trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose.
And what a great play by the defense. With their backs against the wall, they create the fumble and then jump on it in their own end zone for the touchback.
Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. To the ground. He's got it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in their step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. They'll pass on the 46-yard field goal attempt and go for it here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Fires downfield. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Running inside. It's Riley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Rushes on him. Took a shot as he threw.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Looking for space. It's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Throwing Moore. The screen. He can go. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Moore to the air. Finds us back in the middle. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Moore to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll throw it. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Madsen. It's complete, and they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the safety did a great job staying back in that cover 2 look. He's got basically that half of the field. He's reading the quarterback's size, and he knows where he's going with it. He was able to make a jump on the ball and ended up picking it off.
Gonna run it. It's Davison. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Moore, play action. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and holler.
Here on the Broncos sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on 4th down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it, just gifting your opponent great field position.
The Broncos will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Second down coming up. Moore. Sends it downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He will need some oomph in this one. A 51-yard attempt and from the right side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He will need some oomph in this one. A 51-yard attempt and from the right side. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Stanford taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Cardinal able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Autzen Stadium in Eugene. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with Coach Dan Lanning at the half. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll go play action with Moore. Fires to the big fella. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to run for it. Finds a, maybe some room here. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Offside.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
The run inside. It's Davison. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for room. It's Hill. Good, solid tackle.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Complete to the left. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davison. Powers through the defender. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Really nice job by this defense. 1st down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. lowers those pads. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Great place to start for this offense. Looking for room, it's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running the red zone, it's Davison. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dante Moore. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Pressure coming. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way back up.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. Maybe a crease. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running inside. It's Riley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Hauls it in. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Caught, and he's got room. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Riley.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive units.
Looking for an open area to his left. Finds his big tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Shoots it to the left. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the RPO, complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Turning it on. A huge play, just a breath away from taking it to the house, but they are in business at the 4. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Caught behind the line. It's Bates. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And the Broncos will have it 1st and 10. Direct snap. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The short hands, it's Bates. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
He's got the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The defense puts the...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They're throwing for it on 4th down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now you get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great